Welcome to Everyone Has a Story. I'm your host, Marcus Jones, and this is my 9th season of taping at Can TV, which is located at 1309 South Wood Street. I just absolutely love meeting, interviewing people, sharing their stories to educate you, my viewers, on such a great platform. So tell a family member, a friend, associate, or organization to tune in, go to your computer web browser, type in cantv.org, then click on the schedule and then channel 21 to see what date and time Everyone Has a Story comes on. I would also like you to visit my website, www.marcusjonesstory.com, my YouTube channel where you can go and click the subscribe button to watch previous episodes of my show, Everyone Has a Story. It's going to be a great show today. So many of our young men go down the wrong path. You hear this all the time. You're not going to get anything from gang banging, living in the street life. Either you're going to the penitentiary or you're going to die. Believe me, I knew what that lifestyle entailed. I've been down that road. I've been to the penitentiary. Sometimes I look back on my life and my past and say, what the heck was I thinking? I almost lost my life. I'm so blessed to still be alive today and share my story and trying to help young people not go down that road. Encouraging and motivating them to do the right thing by leading by example. Today, I have a young man who was not in any gangs. He was on the right path, but someone almost took his life away because of the foolishness and the hatred that's going on in these streets with our young black brothers and sisters. It's sad. We as adults have to stop living in fear and take back our communities. The madness has to stop. I know we can do it. So I am happy to see this man all the time.
Yes, sir.
He's
Yes,
my
sir.
brother from another mother.
That's right.
He's my wheelchair teammate, in softball, which is sponsored by the Shirley Ryan Abilities Lab and partnered with the Chicago Park District. He right now is working on his GED, which I'm so proud of him, and I love him for that.
Thank you.
I just want to let people know, that if you've been going through some things and been in a traumatic situation, don't get down on yourself. Talk to somebody. Go out here, get involved with different organizations out here that's wheelchair accessible. So without further ado, my viewers, please help me welcome Levar Tic Toc Moore. Hey, I'm happy to have you on my show. Thank you for allowing me this interview. How are you today?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Excited to be here.
For sure.
Been looking forward to it.
For sure. Where did you grow up in Chicago?
Grew up in Ida B. Wells. Chicago, man.
For some of the people that's just moving to Chicago, where's that located? Well, they don't. It's not a location now because they tore
Right.
down that whole area now. But where would that be located at?
Right, well, I was on 38th and Rhodes.
Okay.
Yes, 519. You know, spent the first 10 years of my life there. You know, growing up, it was rough.
You okay?
Yes, sir, it was rough for me.
Okay.
Had fun, but it was rough. Got 4 older brothers. You know, went through a lot of things. And we was in one room, 5 boys in one room, and I'm the youngest, so
Wow.
it was rough for me.
Did they pick on you a lot?
A few of them did. Not my oldest brother, the other 3 in between us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's just get straight to it.
Okay.
Take us back to the day you got shot. What happened?
On my way home, and just like trying to take a shortcut, going through the alley, and it was some other little commotion going on, and some guys, they was actually already like in the midst of like robbing some other people, and then by us walking through the alley, they end up grabbing me and the fella that was with me, and you know, gave him what we had, and then they were just trying to make it like that wasn't enough what we had and everything, and then they just like got to shooting like if that's all you got and like you about to die and stuff. So he just like took a few steps back and just got to shooting, and it's like crazy because he was so close. I was just like shocked that he was missing. So after maybe like the 3rd or 4th shot, I just like dove out the way, and in the midst of me diving, that's when I ended up getting hit in my right side. But I didn't know until I hit the ground, and then I was trying to get back up, because once I fell down, everybody out there ran, including the guys that was out there with the guns. And I tried to, push back, bring that right leg up off the ground and try to push up and take off, and that's when it just had that weird feeling like I was losing all my control. I couldn't do nothing. And then I was just laying in the alley for maybe like an hour.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was just back there like thinking that I was like it was over for me, because the ambulance, like I said, it took them about an hour to get there, and the police ended up coming maybe after about like 30, 40 minutes, and they kind of like calmed me down. One of the detectives, he calmed me down because I got the hyperventilating and panicking, and he told me like squeeze his fingers and everything like to calm myself. So that's really what calmed me down. Cause I was like, man, it's a lot I still got to do. I'm only 20, I'm looking forward to doing a lot of things,
Right.
And I was just like panicking. But once I like squeezed his fingers, and like it kind of helped me get a grip on myself, and I like calmed down and started talking normal and everything. So
he coached you through everything?
yes, he did. I really think about him a lot over these past 18 and a half years. Like, cause if it wasn't for him, I probably would have like went into shock and died, So I do appreciate him, what he did, and I think about him, like wonder if he's still alive and everything, like, cause I'm really
So
grateful.
you haven't seen him since then?
No,
never
not
tried to reach
since
out to him?
since that year, 99.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So after that, you went to the hospital?
Yes, I went to the, they took me to the county, and they put the tools in me because they thought they was gonna like have to do surgery and everything, but the bullet was so close to my right kidney, they decided to leave it in me, and so like it's still in me now all these years, so they just left it in me, and over the years it moved from my right side. It's actually on my left side now. Over these years it had moved over to the other side and everything, so. But they took good care of me in the hospital, and then they sent me to the rehab, I think, for maybe like about 2 months and everything. And then that's why I ran into the guys that learned how to play wheelchair basketball.
Okay.
Yeah, while I was in
So
rehab.
when you was up at the hospital, like your moms came up there,
Yes.
your brothers,
My
and
brothers,
all
yes.
came up there.
Yes. Yeah, and
How about any of your friends?
yeah, I had a few of my guys. Well, it was like a lot of people, like they didn't want to like see me like in the chair and everything. It was like hard for them to come visit me, you know, and they was like breaking down and stuff, like, man, I can't believe you in the chair, and like, man, this is reality, like, you gotta live with it, like, you know, there's actually one of my brothers, he was like in there about to like fight the doctors and stuff, and then he like, cause they was like sticking me with the pins to like see if I can have any sensation, and he like, man, if you feel it, stop playing, man, and let them know you can. I'm like, why would I be playing? You know, and then they was telling me that I wouldn't walk and I might have some movement come over some years, and he in there, you know, trying to grab on the doctors and everything and stuff like that. But
So you got home, right?
yes,
And now you're sitting at home. How long did you stay at the hospital?
I think I was in the hospital for like maybe like 5 or 6 days.
Okay.
Before they sent me out to rehab.
Okay.
Yes.
Got you. So when you got home, was it like long days? Or you thinking like, why did this have to happen to me?
Yeah, I thought I was just like thinking like, man, like if like I gotta be strong, you know, I gotta be strong and get through this. Like this, they say I'm gonna be in this chair for life, so I can't give up on myself, you know. I'm a fighter, so you know I just had to be strong, keep my prayers up, and just go with it every day, you know.
So let me ask you, how did you make it through?
Just thinking positive, you know, like I say, praying, and just like seeing like my nieces and nephews, you know what I'm saying, glad that I've still got a chance to see them, you know, they come in to see me and everything, and just like adapting to like the life, you know, like just getting up every day, like it's like, man, it's a lot you gotta do, take care of yourself being in the chair, so I just had to be strong and just go with it, you know, like just don't give up on myself, you know, take care of myself and getting out, meeting guys. And another thing that helped me was like going to spinal cord injury, peer pressure,
Okay.
the support groups and
Yes.
stuff like that, getting out to that while I was in rehab. They was like having meetings like every Wednesday, I think, so I leave my room and go down and sit in. And then once I was out the rehab, I was still going back. You know, once I got out the rehab, I still went back every Wednesday, you know, to learn about, you know, adapting to being in a wheelchair, dealing with spinal cord injury and everything.
Okay. Hold on. In your opinion, what's the biggest misconception that people think about people with disabilities in a wheelchair?
Maybe that they feel like we just, like, there's nothing left for us, like, you know, like we just have nothing to do with ourselves, and we may be like what's the word, like sorry for ourselves or something like that, just gave up on life. But you know, you really don't know until you get in the chair and, you know, and see what it takes, you know, to get by and everything. So I know, like, as far as with me, like, you know, by me getting out a lot, and, you know, people be happy for me and they proud of me, the things that I do get out and do.
Right.
And everything. So they, you know, I get compliments like, you out there doing more stuff than people that's walking, you know.
Right.
So I like that, you know,
definitely
because
feel you on that.
I got people like, man, I want you to talk to my cousin because he in a wheelchair and all he do is just sit in the house and stuff and feel sorry for himself. And, you know, I try to talk, you know, over years I did a little mentoring and went to the hospitals and the colleges and talked to students and stuff like that. But I don't know, I kind of gave up on it because, you know, you can talk to people, but it's still all on you, what you have inside of you to make it. You know, you can listen, like, you know, I feel like sometimes I'll be talking and they probably like, yeah, I wish he had gone ahead and be quiet or whatever. You know, they probably wasn't feeling it.
I definitely feel you.
Right.
We're going to take a short break, but when we come back, we're going to find out, do he think it's hard in finding a relationship, being in a wheelchair? And also, how did he get involved in the wheelchair sports? And how it changed your life? So we'll be back in 2 minutes.
International Maverick. For me, it's about what it represents. You know what I'm saying? Nothing more, nothing less. That's where I'm from. You know what I mean? It's only right. Yo, you don't know what it feel like. Hold up, I'm talking real life. Late nights in the stew, praying this shit gon' take flight. Made a sacrifice, these dreams bigger than you believe. Looking at my seeds, they getting older, they got needs. But look at me, still hoping this music shit bubble. Knowing I can cop me some work and get back on the hustle. But that's trouble, sometimes I think it's worth the risk. My girl hate when I say it, but yet and still I reminisce. But that's the twist, when you trying to make an honest living. Devil on my shoulder, I can hear him whisper propositions. Consequences for my actions when I give a hell. Had to be when I was in the counties trying to make bail. Sitting in that cell like damn how I get healed. When I was just a friend in a whole nother atmosphere. But that's life, ain't it? Take the bitter with the sweet. I'm still inmate V, you niggas know me. I'm different, I live it, you ain't never did it. My brown eyes seen a lot underneath this Cubs fitted. Ambitious and driven, Joe I'm trying to get it. Dreaming of $1 million underneath this fucking Cubs fitted. I'm different, I live it, you ain't never did it. My brown eyes seen a lot underneath this Cubs fitted. Ambitious and driven, Joe I'm trying to get it. Dreaming of $1 million underneath this fucking Cubs fitted. It's a nigga better than Jordan that didn't catch his break. And he don't got the fortune and fame, but is he still great? Was that his fate, or did he drop the ball when he had a chance? Then again, God laughs when a man plans. Dreaming from the stands in the nosebleed section. That's my worst fear, so I study life lessons. Counting my blessings, even though I'm far from my goals. In the eyes of my kids, gotta be a hero. No ego, I know I'm humble as they come, but at the same time, my nigga, I am second to none. Numero uno, used to be a duo. Cut that nigga off cause he was playing in his Pause, a nigga wanna be broke, you gotta leave him be. They ain't none of my business, I'm sipping on this green tea. Still MAV, they know how I'm rocking, ain't shit changed. I'm trying to keep some dollars in my pocket. I'm different, I live it, you ain't never did it. My brown eyes seen a lot underneath this Cubs fitted. Ambitious and driven, Joe I'm trying to get it. Dreaming of $1 million underneath this fucking Cubs fitted. I'm different, I live it, you ain't never did it. My brown eyes seen a lot underneath this Cubs fitted. Ambitious and driven, Joe I'm trying to get it. Dreaming of $1 million underneath this fucking Cubs fitted. I used to want a gold chain and a pair of Jordan 4s. These days I want more, yeah that's what I'm coming for. If you ain't trying to score, then what's the sense of playing the game? If you ain't got the drive, my nigga, then stay in your lane. The pictures I paint, know I'm making Jean-Michel proud. The artful dodge, you know you see my Basquiat crown. I done been down, came up, lost it all again. Hustle don't mean shit if you ain't got the heart to win. I'ma be up again, my spirit say I can't lose. Don't make mistakes twice, know they watching how I move. Praying on my downfall, flip-flop, round off. Always land on my feet, it's like I got cat paws off. Jack Frost, I'm the North Pole guy. A lot of niggas be spitting, but they ain't fucking with moi. And now I'm merchant on my granny grave. I ain't never been afraid. Flow like water, can't brush me off. You gon' catch the wave.
South of the day, and they were all great, and they were all thrilling, and they were all dramatic. Too bad we couldn't have had a victory that meant a pennant, but that will come. Sure as God made green apples, someday the Chicago Cubs are going to be in the World Series.
We're back on Everyone Has a Story. I'm the host of the Journey. I'm here with my main man, Tic Toc, in the house. So, is it hard finding a relationship? Because I think, like, when we mentioned earlier, you know, people look at us, view us differently. Like we really just can't do nothing.
Yeah, they do.
You know, so. But I never had a problem finding a relationship. Is it hard for you finding a
No,
relationship?
not at all, not at all. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and actually I've been like, as I'm getting older, you know, I'm thinking about like my future, so I'm trying to like narrow it down, like not just dealing with, women here and there and stuff, and get serious and be preparing for the future and be trying to get me a wife,
For sure.
so I can, just have a family and then have some true companionship instead of just be, you like the female friends you have, but like I say, once you have a wife, that's just a bond that you have for life, you know what I'm saying? Someone that's gonna have your back forever till, you know what I'm saying, till death do you part.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm working on now, you know
That's
what
what's
I'm
up
saying?
too. That's what's up, man. So, how did you get involved in the wheelchair sports?
Oh, I actually, while I was in rehab, the team used to practice like once a week. And then my therapist, he used to wheel me down there and I used to watch the guys and everything. And then after about like the third week, they end up putting me in the chair and just let me get out there to see how it feels. So I'm like, yeah, I like this right here, because I used to play basketball before, before I got in the chair. So I'm like, yeah, I can do this. So after a while, I just joined the team. Like once I got out of rehab, and then I went back and, like let them know I was interested in everything. Jorge Alfaro, Georgie,
Right.
let them know I wanted to join the team, and then that was it. And I've been playing ever since.
How has it changed your life?
Oh man, I met a lot of great people like yourself.
Thank you. Thank you.
Getting around, traveling with the team, whether we flying or long road trip, long drive. You know how we doing it. And
but it's always fun though.
Yes, it's definitely
always
fun. And just like learning more about the game and competing for championships, because we get championship rings too. So you know what I'm saying, that motivates me. I want to get some championship rings and be in Hall of Fame one day, be in the wheelchair, basketball and softball Hall of Fame.
For sure, man. Let the viewers know what are some of your goals. What do you see yourself in 5 or 10 years from now?
Hopefully I'll be married with my business of my own, and just once I finish my GED, I think I'm gonna try to get at least an associate's degree, try to get a degree in business, to prepare myself for the future, trying to have some things. I got a few things in the rudiment stages, so they ain't really come about yet, but I got some ideas that's going on. But I definitely want to take my education further once I get my GED. I got one more subject. I'm on my once I finish my language arts, then I'll be finished. Okay. And then from there they gonna work with me and further my education. So I'm looking forward to that too.
For sure, me too, brother. And I'm like I said, I'm proud of you, man.
Thanks.
My guest Toc, we've got to know quite a bit of you today. I'm very happy that you came out, spent some time with your co-teammate, man.
Right, sure.
And shared your story. And I know that it's going to motivate other people when they see it. Right. This interview on TV or YouTube or wherever.
Right.
So it's just gonna motivate people to get out and do what they can with their lives, because their life is not over just because you're in a wheelchair.
Yeah,
or
definitely don't stop. Right.
Or have some type of disability.
Right.
So, do you want people to let them know your social media so maybe they want to reach out to you and be like, hey, Toc,
I got a Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a Facebook. Okay. Levar Moore, and that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I had emails. I had to shut them down because I switched companies, so I don't have that up and running just yet.
For sure.
Yeah, because I just switched, from one network to the other one, so I haven't even set me up a new email yet. But yeah, they can definitely get in touch with me with that on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna definitely have that information at the end of the credits when we roll them up.
Okay.
Well, it's that time. We have come to the end of the show, but I had a great time today. I want to thank everybody who helped me put this show together, from my production team, my sponsorship, people who've donated. I also want to thank the people who always acknowledge and encourage me in the streets, and also about my TV talk show. I love doing what I do, speaking in the schools, churches, and different organizations in Chicago and beyond. I also want to thank the people who reply to my pics, videos, motivational quotes that I post on all the social media. I love you all. Blessings. Until next time on Everyone Has a Story, I'm your host, Marcus Jones. I'll see you soon. Peace.
Do 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 da 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 da
Marcus Jones says he's headed in the right direction today. That's much different than where he was headed 2 decades ago.
It was good because you got the money for the right there. You get the money, and as the customers come, and the money piled up in your pockets.
That was when Jones was just 16 years old. He was already a member of a known gang. By the time he was 24, Jones attempted to rob another gang member.
As I was exiting the home, I got shot, and didn't even know I had got shot, and tried to get back up, and I couldn't.
Jones has been in a wheelchair ever since. He wrote a book titled, Everyone Has a Story, This Is Mine. He hopes that his mistakes can wake up others.
You always think that it could never happen to you until it happens.
Jones educates people in his own uptown neighborhood, but he also works with other schools and students in other communities. And that puts some parents' minds at ease.
I look at Marcus and I think, and I thank God, my son could have been in that wheelchair.
He also encourages everyone to stay away from the drugs he once sold.
He said, Steve, when they say they want to give you a free high, they don't tell you about the low-down consequences of accepting that free high.
Jones's book was published in January. In just 2 short decades, he went from selling drugs to selling books and selling hope.